Hey everybody, Adam here with Hometown Acres. Welcome back. I am getting ready to take a vacation with the wife and kids, and we just got something in the mail that's going to make that vacation a little bit more fun than just sitting around doing nothing for 7 days. So these are two HOVSCO HOV Alpha 26-inch by 4-inch fat tire e-bikes. HOVSCO sent these to us, and the reason I agreed to do a video on them was because I thought they'd be pretty fun to take on vacation with us. We're getting ready to go to a lake house in the Poconos Mountains for a week, and I thought this would be a really cool way to kind of explore the area, going a little bit slower than you go in a car. So without any further ado, let's get these unboxed, assembled, get the batteries charged up, and then see how they ride. So now that we are officially on vacation, I wanted to ask you what you have to say for yourself filling an entire F-150 6.5-foot bed with luggage.
When you have kids, there's lots of stuff. And we're going to the beach. We had to have chairs and things so that Josie could go to the beach without us having to hold her the whole time.
Let me know in the comments if you guys can relate to your wives packing for vacation like you're moving. Anderson, are you going to take a nap? Do you want to take a nap? No?
You want to go run around?
No.
We have to get gas first, though.
No, I want vacation.
You want to go on vacation?
Yeah.
We are going to go on vacation. We just have to get gas first.
Okay. I want a snack. I want vacation.
Well, we just stopped to stretch our legs. We've driven about 200 miles so far, and the bikes have not moved at all, so I don't think they're going to. This little hitch-mounted cargo rack is actually working out pretty well to carry bikes on. You just need about 7 ratchet straps is all. I got me a vacation hat at the gas station.
You got that vacation.
All right, so we made it to our Airbnb. Give you guys a quick little walk down to the lake. Show you where we'll be calling home for the next 6 or 7 days. All right, so we just got in last night and we're gonna go do some exploring this morning. Lana, go ahead and hop on the bike there and I'll show you how this thing works, because you've never ridden an e-bike before, and really even before that you haven't ridden much bicycles in your lifetime.
No.
So we've got the seat set all the way down. These seats have a pretty good adjustment range on them. This has a 750 watt motor on it, front suspension, hydraulic disc brakes. It's a class 2 or class 3 e-bike. You can unlock it to a class 3 e-bike if you download the app and change the settings on it. But to turn this on, you're going to press and hold this power button.
Okay.
And this is a pedal assist bike or a throttle only bike. So if you look right here, there's a thumb throttle. So if you are in pedal assist, there's a plus or minus button here. And I know that the screen is going to be flashing because of the refresh rate on the screen versus the camera frame rate per second. So just deal with us here for a minute while we go through these settings. So the pedal assist, the higher the pedal assist, the more you put into the pedal, the more the motor is going to give you.
Okay.
And this bike also has a torque sensor on it, which means that the harder you press into the pedal, the more power the motor is going to give you. So if you are in pedal assist 1 and you're just kind of lightly pedaling, the motor's not going to give you a whole lot.
Okay.
But if you're in pedal assist 5 and you're really putting a lot of force on those pedals, it's going to give you a lot more power to the motor.
Okay.
That's different than other e-bikes that are on the market. Some e-bikes have what's called a cadence sensor, which just basically says if the pedals are spinning, it's going to give you full power. This will actually adjust the power based on how hard you're pressing the pedals.
Okay.
So that's the pedal assist. I mentioned the other option is the thumb throttle. So I'm going to push this for a second here, so it's going to jump forward, but you don't have to pedal at all to hit this. So see, the bike will jump forward if you hit the thumb throttle. So it doesn't require any pedaling at all to hit the thumb throttle. I like using that whenever you're starting from a position that you're in right now, you're just standing flat-footed. To get the bike up and rolling, I'll use the thumb throttle to get it moving. That way you can get balanced, and then I'll start pedaling. But and then obviously you've got your rear brake, front brake, rear rack on it. Do you have any other questions before we get started? Oh, you've got a 7-speed Shimano shifter over here. So to shift up, it's going to be this button. To shift down, use your index finger back there so you can actually see right there. It does have a headlight. Let's go ahead and turn that on real quick, which I don't know that we'll be riding at night at all, but at least if you were to use this as some kind of commuter bike or something, you have a headlight on it. But yeah, I think we're ready to go ahead and hit the road and go do some exploring around this lake here. Yeah, so the other thing I like about these bikes is they are step through, which, you know, I'm 6'5", so that's not a problem for me, but for you, or if your parents want to take these bikes out while we're here or something like that, it's nice that they're pretty accessible to just about anybody. But so yeah, hold down the power button. So yeah, here's the pedal assist, here's your miles per hour, and here's how many miles you've gone on the trip. So turn on the pedal assist. You ready to go? So yeah, hit the throttle. And I like to keep my feet down too. So here, like as I'm gonna hit the throttle, keep your feet down to keep you balanced. And then now that you're moving, now you can pedal.
Yeah, well, not all of us are 7 feet tall like you are.
These are big e-bikes. So the fact that Lana's able to ride this. So these bikes are large. I'm 6'5", and I fit on them comfortably. Lana, how tall are you? So you're 5'5". I mean, you look okay on that bike, but they're heavy. I mean, these bikes are 70 to 80 pounds, something like that. So it's kind of a lot for you to handle, but if you're comfortable on a bike, it's not a problem. The problem is you haven't ridden a whole lot of bikes in your life, so you're not super comfortable, but I mean, you're doing fine. And having the pedal assist obviously is huge because it gives you more confidence that you're not gonna be going uphill trying to pedal a 70-pound bike and, you know, start slowing down and start getting that wobble. So that pedal assist that we were talking about, right now I'm in pedal assist 2 and the torque sensor. With those cadence sensors, like I said, they give you pretty much full power if you're turning the pedals like I am here. But you can see with that torque sensor, we're just lightly pedaling and it's giving us a fraction of the power so that you can just kind of cruise at 5 miles an hour like we're doing here. But obviously if I start stepping on it harder, that torque sensor picks up and gives me a lot more power. Yeah, go over the speed bump. You're fine. It's not that bad. Okay, hit the throttle. Okay, so I'm doing 19 miles an hour right now, and we're going uphill, 18, 19. Hey, there's a deer. The deer around here, it's unreal how close you can get to them and they won't run away because they're just so used to people. What's up, buddy? So there's a couple of deer over at our place. This may be the same deer, I don't know, but the one over by the place we're staying at has 3 fawns, and they just run through the backyard, and she'll get 100 feet away from the fawns with us standing right next to her. It's crazy. Completely different than back home. Yeah. Back home, if you get within 100, 200 yards of deer, they scatter and take off. And this is what's kind of cool about bringing e-bikes on vacation, is getting to go out and explore and see stuff like this, because if you were in a car, you probably would have driven right past her and not even seen her. Okay, so I'm gonna do another top speed run in throttle only. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and then you can feel the motor cut out. It's got some kind of governor or limiter on it that once you hit 21, 22, it cuts off. I think it could go more, at least the motor could, but there's some kind of limiter that prevents you from going faster. Now, if you're all the way in pedal assist 5, I think if you're pedaling, it'll continue to give you power all the way up to 28 miles an hour, which makes it a class 3 e-bike. Yeah, she's got to tighten her hat up because these things go too fast. It's going to blow your hat right off your head. All right, so I want to see what the top speed is in pedal assist 5, actively pedaling, and I'm going to drop my gear all the way to 7. So let's see here. 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, looks like 26, 27. Come on, 28. 27 is about all I got. I got to 27. What'd you get to? 15? Lana, the thing I find crazy around here, it seems like hardly anybody cuts their grass. I mean, I get that it's very wooded and shady and everything up here. Now, these people here, they cut their grass, but a lot of the houses around this lake, seems like nobody cuts their grass. That would drive me insane. I mean, literally, yeah, you've got trees and stuff shading out the grass, so you might only have to cut it once a month, but at least do that just to keep it from getting all patchy and, you know, walking through weeds. Okay, be careful on gravel here, because your front tire could slide out from under you if you're not used to riding bikes. That's the nice thing about these fat tire e-bikes, is being able to go off-road. Those tires absorb quite a bit because they've got so much air pressure in them. Or not so much air pressure, but just so much volume that they can absorb quite a bit of shock. Plus it does have a front suspension on here. So riding off-road is fairly comfortable. It's not a full suspension bike, it is a hardtail. So, you know, you definitely want to make sure you have a comfortable seat. The seats that come on these are not terribly comfortable. I'd either add some kind of gel pad or a suspension seat post or a different seat with much more cushion in it. But these seats aren't bad, but I would definitely replace it. So, Lana, I was just telling them about the seat. It's not the worst seat in the world, but it's not the most comfortable either. It's a nice big fat seat, so it supports you well. But there's only half an inch to an inch of seat cushion on there. I was telling them I'd probably replace it with either a suspension seat or, you know, a big John Deere tractor seat or something, or something with a lot more cushion, or just get like a gel pad cover for it. What's your thoughts on the seat?
It's not the most uncomfortable seat I've ever sat on, but I would probably add a cushion to it.
I think that's most of the e-bikes that I've seen and the e-bike reviews I've watched on YouTube. A lot of people, the seats that come on these bikes, they're just, I'd like to see an e-bike company that actually puts a seat on these things that you don't have to replace to make it comfortable to ride. So anyway, that's the deal on the seat.
The lake looks pretty.
Yeah.
They have their own beach.
Yeah. Yeah, this lake is non-motor powered, no motors on this boat. I'm not even sure if they allow trolling motors. It's all kayaks and canoes and paddle boards and stuff. Haven't even seen like any small sailboats or anything really. I'm not quite sure how deep it is, but it's peaceful and relaxing here. Lana, the other thing I noticed about these bikes is how quiet the motors are too. I mean, they're not loud.
No.
You can definitely get away with being like an undercover actual bicycle. I don't think a lot of people would know right off the bat that you had a motor on the back of your bike. You want to take a ride in here?
Yeah, sure.
There's a beach down here. See how they do in the sand.
Can it go on sand?
Oh yeah. That's another benefit to the fat tires is they do well in snow and sand because they just give you so much more lift up out of a soft material like this. Yeah, so our house is literally right across the lake here. So we've ridden all the way around, all the way down to the dam down there. And we're gonna turn around and start heading back. I haven't sweat any yet.
No.
I like it.
No, there's.
I'm not trying to get a workout on vacation.
That's funny. No, I do like this bike. It's nice. I think I just need to get used to it.
I was gonna say, you feel like you're getting a lot more comfortable on it, even just after 3 miles.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, no, I really do like it.
Are you gonna keep up with me if I go fast?
I'll do my best.
I'm just gonna go throttle only. Another thing I just noticed is these bikes coast extremely well going downhill. You would think with a bigger fat tire there'd be a lot more friction and the bike wouldn't coast as well, but I mean this thing actually accelerates going even on the slightest downhill grade.
Playground.
Yeah, we'll have to bring Anderson here later today.
Yeah.
He'll get a big kick out of this. When we first got here yesterday, the pool was packed because it was on a Sunday, and now that it's Monday morning, nobody there. So that's a nice thing about going to a place like this on vacation is the weekends are packed, but if you're here during the week, you pretty much got the place to yourself.
Here?
Yep. Yeah, even you can lift that bike up and swing it around if you needed to.
I could. Feels like we're infringing on the geese's territory.
Yeah, no people here today, but definitely the quackers are here. Actually, I guess quackers would be ducks. These are the honkers. You're terrified, aren't you?
I hate birds. You know that. This is like...
Walking into the Thunderdome.
Yeah. No, but honestly, I was actually feeling the sand to see if this is sand that Anderson could play in.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is all trucked in. It's not natural, but it's a nice sand for the kids to play in. There's some more deer.
Yeah.
Little spotted fawns. Not afraid of people at all.
Hi, babies.
Where's Mama? Do you want it? No? All right. All right, guys, so we just got back from our little ride this morning, and one thing we haven't talked about yet is range. The website claims these things will go up to 80 miles on one charge, and I don't know if I buy that. I mean, maybe if you were in pedal assist 1 and doing the majority of the pedaling, and maybe if you were going downhill a little bit too. If I had to guess, I would think these things would go, you know, in pedal assist from an average user, maybe 60 miles. And then if you were gonna go just throttle only, you might get somewhere between 25 and 35 miles if you didn't pedal at all, which I still think is pretty good. If you're gonna use this as a commuter bike or just for getting around your property like I plan on using them, 25 to 35 miles throttle only is plenty. They only come in 2 colors. The one that I got over here is the champagne color, and the one that we got for Lana is the dark red. I actually think they are both pretty sharp looking. One thing I will say is obviously a dark color is going to show more dirt and grime than the champagne color. So if you're picking between colors, I think I like the champagne better, but they are both very good looking, high quality paint jobs on both of these. Anyways, guys, I think that about wraps this up. If you are looking for something cool to take with you on vacation this year, I highly recommend checking out these e-bikes. I will leave a link in the description. That being said, I've got some vacation stuff I've got to get back to. Hope to see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.